What's going on, guys? So we're out here with the Rustler VXL. It's running on 2CM. I know you guys haven't seen this car for a while. It's actually been broke down. I had to fix the steering servo. So what was happening was, if I would hit my throttle, my steering would go out on this car, and then after a few seconds my steering would come back, but anytime that I hit my throttle, my steering would go out. So I had to do a little bit of investigation, some testing and stuff, and I swapped out the receiver. So before I swapped out the receiver, I just brought one of my other cars over and stuck the steering servo from a different car into the receiver, and it did the same thing. So I stuck the servo cord into that receiver, and my steering was working just fine. So it was the receiver, and it's going to be the receiver that's going to be out of stock right now. So there's a receiver that's out of stock right now. It's been out of stock for probably, I don't know, a few months, and it's not supposed to be back into stock for like until beginning of May or something like that. So another 3 months. And I actually need two of them. I need one for my Rustler Mamba Monster version 1, and then I need one for the Rustler 4x4 that I took this receiver out of. So, and that's going to be the, I think it's a 5-channel. I think it's going to be the 5-channel 5-channel TQI receiver, Traxxas. So I also had some issues with this too, with the spur gear on the back. So whenever I was driving it, it wasn't applying the power to the wheels. I couldn't figure out why. And also there was a bunch of heat building up, like basically in the transmission. So I took the case off the transmission, and there was smoke coming from the nut that holds this spur gear on. And I took the brake pads off. Basically, I took it apart, and the brake pads on the spur gear were basically, there was one full one and two halves. So I replaced the brake pads, and now we're back up and running with the Rustler 2-wheel drive VXL. And I've actually been missing driving this thing, because this is a lot of fun. So I put some bigger wheels on it probably about a year ago, and I haven't been driving it that much for this past year. And ever since I put the new wheels on, it doesn't pop a wheelie like it used to. But also, part of the issue was the spur gear in the back. The brake pads that go against the little metal piece weren't engaging, so I wasn't getting any power to the wheels. So now I replaced that, and I'm getting all the power back to the wheels. So we're doing wheelies again, but they're not like they were. And it's also probably because I don't have the spur gear tightened down all the way. I have the spur gear, the nut is tightened down half a turn from fully tight. So I know Traxxas recommends 1 turn, but it's going to be half of a turn. So I also did not change the teeth on the spur to a higher spur. With the bigger wheels, you really should, if you want to keep the heat down, but I did not. So it's going to heat up more, and it's not going to wheelie as much. So if I tighten that nut down, it'll wheelie all day long. But yeah, so this thing's a lot of fun. It's the perfect time to be driving right now. Also, with the cool weather, the ESC and the motor aren't heating up too much. So So there's actually a lot of really cool rustlers on YouTube, a lot of fast ones. This one's going to be upgraded, but it's not upgraded like the other ones are. So it's going to have steel drive shafts, CVD. It's going to have RPM A-arms front and rear. It's going to have aluminum. I think they're going to be like the turnbuckles. I think I have them on the front, not the rear. I have aluminum caster blocks. What else do I have? I have an aluminum front bulkhead. I have the original shocks, but I just have spacers to strengthen those things up. It's going to be also stock gearing, so gearing on this thing is going to be whatever the stock is. I haven't changed it on this, so whatever the stock gearing is, that's what it's going to be on the pinion. Obviously, it has the wheelie bar, and it has the original body. I think that the bumper, that bumper on this thing is going to be aftermarket too. I'm not sure on that, the front bumper. So, but yeah, this thing is a blast to drive, and I actually don't know. I'm not sure what kind of tires these are. So they're going to be the Vindictator speed treads. That's what these are. So I bought them a while back. I haven't actually, like I said, I haven't driven this car for a while. And you can see the wording on the tires there starting to wear off. But yeah, so that's what this thing is. It's going to be, I think it's going to be the stock steering servo too. I think it's a stock steering servo. I'm not too sure. I'd have to look at it. But yeah, so that's basically what it is. I'm gonna be having more videos. Let me know what you guys want to watch down below in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.